The circumstances are going to be perfect. The timing is going to be perfect. We may happen to work two jobs, for example, or happen to have to deal with a lot of people. Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome to the channel. It's Rad. And in this video, you can watch the forecast for your chosen star sign for the week June 9th up until June 15th, 2025. And other than that, bear in mind that this is a generalized reading for the star sign. For a personal one, you can go to my website, which link you can find in the description down below, or you can see it right away at your display right now. So with that said, let's jump right away to the forecast and your reading. This reading is going to cover Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and as well Scorpio Rising. So if you are a Scorpio Sun like me, that reading is going to show the things that we are going to face throughout the week. Enterprises, events, endeavors, people, etc. If you are Scorpio Moon, then the reading is going to describe how you're going to feel going through your week. And finally, if you are Rising Scorpio, then the reading will describe the best way how you deal with stuff around. So watching for all three should give you a pretty good idea what kind of a week is ahead of you. And the first card for Scorpio, that is going to be Seven of Wands. Followed by the second card here of a Justice. Moving on next, that will be Six of Pentacles. And the final one, we have King of Pentacles. Okay, so these four cards, and it is pretty wide range kind of a reading. It's I don't want to say all over the place, but it could relate to almost anything. So what we have on our hands as a Scorpio here with the starting up with the Seven of Wands, is that this card shows that we are going to be in a quite favorable position going into the week, a position that for the most part there are going to be people that are going to want. Okay, and that may be a very good point here where competitors are going to try to knock us off of our place, like sabotaging our work, or making some kind of gossips about our love life, about our relationship, in order to worsen things around so they can have their shot, so they can have their chance on getting what we have. So the way that we can say that the week is going to transcribe it is that there are going to be people which are going to want what we have. And it will be very, very important that once we do see a challenge, we are challenged by certain individuals to answer the call. This isn't the time where we do ignore those kind of things, the rumors, the gossips, the bad mouthing, okay, or right away the open challenge. Although under Seven of Wands, open challenge is very, very rare. But on the plus side, somewhere throughout the week, this isn't going to be valid for all the week, but somewhere throughout the week, we are going to be the person. What I mean is that the circumstances are going to be perfect. The timing is going to be perfect. The range of people around us is going to be perfect. And what we can bring on the table is going to be perfect. So that is going to be our window of opportunity, for example, to sign up the contract, sign up the deal while it is on the table, ask someone out on a date as that is going to be on the table, because like I said, we're going to happen to be the perfect fit at this given moment. Buy a house, as we may end up on a perfect storm, like the perfect conditions for the market, the perfect place for us, and so on and so forth. So somewhere throughout the week, we're going to have these perfect circumstances to make a move. And that's why it's going to be important that we do have all the time that readiness to jump into action and act right away, react rather, right away on the circumstances. And this isn't going to be that difficult to be always, on our lookout, because what is gonna hold us back, that is justice on the second position. Okay, and justice shows that we're going to be super busy, more busy than under normal circumstances, and that may put a lot of stress on us. We may happen to work two jobs, for example, or happen to have to deal with a lot of people. And the thing it is that why is going to hold us back, it is because we won't be able to neglect or kick down, if I may put it that way, neither of these obligations that are going to be bestowed upon us. So we're going to feel very tight in time, and at some points it's going to feel very, very unfair that everything comes at once. Okay, as a, like I said, as a enterprises, as a individuals, and it's going to be very difficult to make accountable choices. Which should go first? Okay, how much resources should I give to that endeavor, and so on and so forth. So that discernment, what is more important than the other, is going to be a bit messed around going into the week. So hopefully we're going to have a clear sight which should go first and which can wait. But on the plus side here, the third card is Six of Pentacles. Now that is the card showing what is going to help us going through the week. And the first thing, I was quite pleased to see that card. The first thing it is that the Six of Pentacles in that position shows that we can handle everything on our own. We definitely don't, well, we can use some help, but no one can do the job as good as we can. And thus, help is going to be pretty much obsolete going into the week. The second thing that the Six of Pentacles is going to do for us, that influence is going to do for us, is to put us exactly where we belong. Everything is going to be tailored and accustomed to us. The date, the project, the setup for the conversations, the setup for the negotiations, the deal, and so on and so forth. So I can't say that it's going to be perfect, but it will be tailored to our growth up until this point. So there wouldn't be any obligation, any responsibility, any enterprise that we will see ourselves not fit to handle. On the contrary, everything displayed, we will know, and kind of like we will have the knack of how to handle it and how to push it through. And that leads us towards the end of the week here, which is marked by the King of Pentacles. So that card shows also a couple of things how the week is gonna end. Now the first one is that we are going to be almost done with all of the undertakings which are going to be bestowed upon us. So that card marks that we're going to do really, really good job on every front, pretty much. And there are going to be some few loose ends here and there that we will have to undertake and tackle going into the week after 15th of June. But nothing major. And also there is going to be a new goal, new task, new perspective that is going to start emerging at that point. And the second thing that is going to happen towards the end of the week, it is that we are going to make a very strong impression, either in a business or either in someone, okay, which will want to invest in us. Now, whether that investment is going to come through or not, well, that depends on their choice first, and whether we are going to accept it or not. But this is going to be a mutually beneficial investment. So if they choose not to invest, well, it's their loss. If we choose to decline, well, it is our loss. Then it's mutually beneficial investment. So keep that in mind. That investment may not be just only money. It could be also emotional investment, any kind of investment counts. So that was your weekly reading, Scorpio. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it. And if you did, you can subscribe for the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like, comment on the video as well if you feel so. Either of these actions is going to help with the algorithm, and hopefully we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.